fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the counter with Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Check 26, check 26. Two.
On first down, it's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Wide, get wide. Bring up, 48. Here we go, bring the energy.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Cook following the penalty. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Cousins going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
11 yards on the pickup there. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Wilson to throw again. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Check it back. Check. Lucky.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually.
He's got a man. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. Second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Gun. Hey, 50's a must.
On third down, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
14.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike's by 4. Here we go, D. Here I come. Check 43.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Hey, 0.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 49 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Let's go, baby. Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak. Wide.
On play action, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 43 yards on 1st down. Cook, he's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. All day, dog.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Penny, a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
11 yards there, 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll toss it to Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Tight end's right.
To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches, it did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook able to escape and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Gun.
He's mine.
Now Cook. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Gun.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Switch.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Gun.
One last shot now for Cousins. And this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 2. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.